do a demonstrational carving showing how to do a relief carving in a crystal of a flower, kind of like that. Working on a gift for my niece, little BB. We're going to use this crystal right here, really nice quartz crystal. This one comes from Arkansas. My friend had found this one. Let's flip the camera around and get started. So I'll be using, let's show you what I'm using. Flip the camera around. I'll be using a Fordham SR 2330 package. It comes with the number 30 handpiece. Really highly recommend this for people wanting to carve on agate. It's really a nice piece for jewelry. I got a little foot pedal on there. It allows me to go variable speed with the diamond's bits. That is ideal for carving on gemstones. I've got a little drip system here, just in a 5-gallon bucket. There's a little pump. This comes from Kingsley North. And then the water just drains into my arbor here. And down into a bucket down there. This Highland Park model is a CB8. I use that to round down the top of this crystal before the live here, just to speed things up a little bit. We just smoothed her down with a 100 grit wheel and then 280. So we've got it right about where we want to be. We're going to pick out the front and back of our crystal. I already pre-decided I'm going to carve the flower on the back side here. And then have it face that way. So let's get you in the stand here. We are going to use some little cup bits for this. You can see they have just a little bit of a cup shape to them. We'll use a couple different sizes, and then we'll also be using a nail head bit for the stem. Really just going to do a simple flower into this crystal. So let's get started. So you don't need a lot of water when you're carving, just a little bit. A lot of times I have a little extra going just to wash out the debris for the video. Really you only need just a minimal amount of water when you're carving. So we're going to pick apart where the center of the flower I want it to, looking through the front of the crystal, to decide where we're going to put it so you can see it really well when you're wearing it. I'm going to drill a hole through the top here, so we want to consider that as well. So we're going to go down, roughly down in here, I think would be ideal for this one. And there we've got the center of the flower already. You can see how quick that happens on crystals. All right, we're going to switch out our diamond bit to a little bit smaller one here. And these diamond bits I actually bought on Amazon. You can find them on Amazon. If you're on Facebook, you could always send me a private message and I can send you a write-up of what I use for carving, a little written description with links. It would have these bits, I believe, in that description. I aim to create and inspire others to create by sharing my creative process or inspiring others to do something they love in life. So always happy to share my creative process with other people. All right, let's zoom in just a little bit more. there we have it. We've got a little flower in the crystal. Really happens pretty quick like. All right, so I'm gonna make a little stem onto this flower and then we're gonna drill a hole through it. We'll see if we've got room for an extra little flower above there once we drill the hole through. So we're gonna switch out from the cup bit to a little nail head bit. And you can see why it looks like, it's called a nail head. It looks like the end of a nail head. And these, I believe, are 100 grit diamond bits. Really, with crystals, you could have even a little bit less. You could have 240 and do just fine. So we're just going to give a little stem on the flower. I think we're going to go from that bottom one here. Let's take a look. That looks really good. We've got a little stem on the flower. I think we're gonna put a couple little leaves on the stem of the flower. We're just gonna use a slightly smaller nail head, like a really small one here. Even smaller yet. Let's see. That one should be about right. Just a itty bitty one. I mean, it is teeny, probably 2 millimeters. All right, so we've got a couple little petals on that one. Now we're gonna drill the hole through the top here for a string. So just doing a little relief carving in a quartz crystal. So I've got a drill bit here. This is a diamond drill bit. It has just a little bit of indent in the top you can see there. I believe I got these ones off of eBay. They work really nice for drilling through agate or crystal. Let's switch out our bit here, and we'll make a hole for the string. This video will be up after if you wanted to see the whole video. I'll be doing a lot more demonstrational videos, so if you're not following, give me a follow. I'm all about sharing my creative process to inspire others to create. All right, so I'm gonna try to go close to the top. We're gonna center it on the side here is what we wanna do. We don't wanna go too close to the top. We wanna have just enough space. So we're gonna go around about here. Starting off drilling is the hardest part when it wants to move because I'm on the point of the crystal. So I'm actually gonna brace against my finger here. The diamond bits aren't that abrasive. Once you get started, it'll go a lot smoother. It won't wanna slip left or right. All right, we've got it started. And once we have it started and it's in a groove, ooh, there it went around the back. It slipped even after I said so. That's okay, it didn't scratch anything important. That's the important thing on here. So we'll get it started, get going, and once we get it in a groove, we'll be able to go in a little circle, basically. Just rotating in a little bit of a circular motion will help drill it. And we really want to open it up for the string anyways. There you can see we're almost halfway through already. And I'm just going to even it out a little bit. I'm going to open up the hole and just make it look really even across from one side to the other. There we have it. We've got a little crystal pendant, a little flower. I think I'm going to actually probably put a little flower on the top of this one as well. And then I'm going to bore out the sides here just a little bit with angled bit. Why don't we do that next? So it'll just smooth out the edge for the string so it doesn't abrade or cut the string at all. So we are going to grab a little cone bit here, 600 grit, or actually I think we're going to use this rounded one. We'll use a barrel-ended round one here. There. All right, let's put a little flower on the top of this one as well. Or do I want to put, maybe I want to put a little letter on the top. Still debating what I want to do there. Let's see. I think I'm going to do a letter B. So we want a really small nail head for doing a letter. I think this nail head will work perfectly fine. We'll use the same one we used as for the stem. All right, so we'll get that in there. And we'll try to center the letter B in the middle. There you can see we've got a nice straight line in there. I think I'm going to open it up just a little bit more. Just going to wiggle it back and forth a little to really give it a defined look. And then we're going to switch to a little cup bit for the two little circles on the B. Let me find just the right size here. Be a little bigger. All right, I think this one should work good. Let's just see which one of these is. We'll use this one. Alright, just a itty bitty little cup bit. Really small one there. You can see how small it is. Probably just about 2 millimeters. That was a guess in math. And there, we've got a nice little letter B on top. I think I'm going to do one other. I think I'm going to do another little flower on this side, right here. So when you turn it a different direction, you'll be able to see it. Let's see. Do I want to put another one over here? Yeah, let's just do the one first, and then we'll decide. Alright, so now we need an even smaller cup bit than that one. We need a really itty bitty one to do the petals for this flower. I think we'll use this one. This was about a 1 millimeter, or maybe it's 1.5 millimeter. Really itty bitty cup bit though. There we are. We've got a nice little flower on that side. Now we'll give that one a stem as well. And we're gonna give that one some little leaves on it. Do we want to do one more? I think I am gonna do another one. We're gonna do one on this other panel over here. And we'll make some little petals on there. All right, let's give that one a little stem. just a little bit further over. There we are. And we'll add some little leaves on that one as well. So we did the stem with this little nail head here, and we're gonna go to this one that's almost like half the size for the little leaves. I would say we're at 2 millimeter and 1 millimeter roundabout. So I was looking at them and guessing. All right, let's All right, so we got 3 little flowers carved into that. And if you look at it from the front, we've got that beautiful view of that first flower. There's the second one. And if you come around to this side, we've got the third one. I might do another bee on the side there. I think I'm gonna do a little bee. Oh, it's reverse. I forgot about that. So I should have put it on the other side. Let's see, can I fix that? I think we can still get a bee out of that in the right way. Forgot about the reverse when you're going in and out. So we're going to put a line on the other side of there. And we'll just hand draw it in with another smaller nail head. Right, now we're going to switch to the little bit smaller one. Microscopic. There. So we've got a little B in there for her name. First letter of her name. We'll put a little dot next to it too. I guess we don't need to do that. I like that. That turned out really good. Do I want to put her age on the back, maybe? I think I'm going to do a little her age on the back. Or do I want to? No, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're all done. All right, guys, that was a little demonstration on how to do a little crystal carving. A flower relief carving into a quartz crystal. We did a couple of them into this one. Hope y'all have a good day. Thanks for tuning in.